Saturday night's alright for fighting if you're Celtic fans. Welcome back to Fog Football. Of course, it was a great victory for the Jambos at Parkhead, but there's a lot of fighting going on. And it's not amongst Hearts fans, it's amongst the Celtic fans. They were fighting during the game. BBC Sport Scotland reporting it. Took away from their calling of the action. You know, they always want Celtic to win, but they had to actually pay attention to the stands rather than the pitch because Celtic fans were fighting amongst themselves. And apparently, according to sources here on X, Twitter, Celtic fans themselves, 15 to 25 people have been arrested. And it just shows you, you know, the entitlement of these Celtic fans. I've said this a million times, but the amount that they have won this century, and we want to just even use closer than that, you know, the past 10, 11 years, and like, as soon as it goes a wee bit wrong, they absolutely spit the dummy. I mean, fighting amongst themselves in here, that's nothing new in football, right? Every single club in the world has had at least two dickheads in the stands fighting with each other. But this was multiple people, man. I mean, for 25 people, 15, 20 people, whatever, to get arrested, that's a large scale brawl. I mean, that's not just one or two individuals. And outside the game, after the match, you know, they were protesting, sacked the board. Peter Lyle had to get loads of stewards around him, officials, just to protect himself. And, you know, the fact that they're fighting themselves, what's honestly stopping them from going attacking Peter Lyle? Nothing. I mean, we've seen during the 10 in a row season, which of course did not end in 10 in a row, they were throwing the barriers from the Tarriers at the team bus and all that shit, man. Breaking stuff, bringing down barriers. So it's not like this is a abnormal behaviour for Celtic. I mean, it's the normal behaviour from Celtic. So you're used to them winning things, so they don't normally do things like this. But sack the board is trending. We are on the full time thing here with Celtic. But before we get into that, we'll read what Stephen Naismith said. He said, Hearts show big belief for big win. Hearts head coach Stephen Naismith tells BBC Sports Sound it's a big win because of the record. We need a structure to work from. We need it to be disciplined. We need it to be compressed on the ball. Composed or compressed? Compressed, and say, no, we're good enough to play against your press. Because I would argue Celtic got the best press in the league, and then we've got to have the composure in the right moments. We've shown every bit of that, which is pleasing. We've got the result we deserved, and we showed today that we've got belief. It's just another step in what we hope will be a successful run for the club. I still can't really believe that they've won, because for the simple reason is I just didn't think they had any sort of chance. To be perfectly honest, if you watched the preview show, you knew what we were talking about. But let's dive into it. Now, there is going to be a lot of Rangers fans in here. Thanks for 56, lads. But I'm more intrigued about the meltdown for Celtic fans. But look at this. October 15th. Rogers facing Clermont in December with a 13-point lead. Not going that way for you, big man, is it? Absolutely not. Patrick Murphy. 100% the manager should be doing better with his squad, but the fish rots from the head down. We've been far too comfortable as a club for too long. And look at them. Dermot Desmond, Peter Lawwell, fearing for their lives from the hungry Celtic fans. We've got look at that. Elf. Philip Clement, Thug Life. Got the Celtic mascot flying. I mean, see, it's just a lot of Rangers fans, but I mean, if I go on to sack the board, maybe we'll see the Celtic fans greeting. 0 points for the last two games. Chance of sack the board. Booing Santa at half time. Fans kicking the fuck at each other in the stands. It's glorious. It's meltdown at paradise. And even the sack the board is by but look at this, right? Crazy Baresi. Stewart's protecting Peter Lawwell tells you everything you need to know about our clubs. Just now sack the board. So hold on, right? See, from a footballing standpoint, the board has, in Celtic fans' opinion, they have, you know, sold Rodgers light. They've not improved the squad. They've banked a lot of money, 70 million war chest that they've got, and they're not spending it. But this Celtic fan is trying to make it that it's a bad thing that the stewards are protecting Peter Lawwell. No, that's a good thing, because they're protecting Peter Lawwell because they clearly don't trust the fans at the club to act accordingly and not attack him, because they're clearly fighting with themselves. And, you know, like violence is never the answer unless it's in some extreme cases, right? And I tell you what, your board not spending 4 or 5 million on two players is not the case to start fighting and trying to take the life of Peter Lawwell in the crowd, because that's exactly why the stewards are there. They're there to protect him, and this guy's trying to make it that's a bad thing. I mean, come on, I just do. It's delusional, man. Delusional. Like, I mean, I wanted Michael Beale to go, but I mean, where was the Rangers fans saying that, oh, you know, why the stewards protecting Michael Beale? We need to get at him. We need a piece of him. I mean, what is this, the Turkish league where we just run onto the pitch and batter the referees? Ridiculous. Sack the board. Sack the board. Celtic fans giving it sack the board after 10 plus years having it so easy. Never a bigger bunch of spoiled brats in Scottish football. Boo Santa, lever each other in the stands, sing sack the board, get beat off Hearts. Celtic Saturdays. Sack the board, sack the board. Lol, get to fuck. This is what we missed out on in 2021 season, because of course the fans weren't there. Celtic fans chant sack the board as atmosphere turns toxic and directors target it during Hearts' defeat. Ryan118 saying sack the board, sack the board, sack the board was ringing out for Christmas. Calmac holding court at the end of the game, Rogers walking in that, and that crowd singing sack the board, loyal get to fuck, we'll see. It's meltdown. The Sharks are inbound, brother. Loud sack the board chants. The day for the East End, sack the board, sack the board. Hearts fans join in sack the board chants performance. It's not our own board we're singing about. Sack the board chants. 78 minutes gone. Sack the board, sack the board, sack the board, sack the board, sack the board. And you see where this is going. It's just all about sacking the board. Big protest outside the stadium right now. Boys trying to get into the stadium shouting sack the board until the last rebel. Oh, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, guys. But anyway, leave your thoughts down below. And until next time, peace.